Well, there we go. All right. Took me a second there getting the little handheld tricep, handheld tripod setup here. So today's workout got here in the gym much too late, but doesn't mean we're not going to do something. So we're just hitting biceps. Super simple. Barely an inconvenience. But we don't got a whole lot of time. Again, because got here too late. But doesn't mean you can't get a good workout in. So slapping on 25s on each side. Well, how was everyone's weekend? Mine was full of a lot of eating out restaurants and stuff. Nice and fun. And fun and yummy. All right, let's get this good bicep workout going here. Hey, yo, what's going on? Good morning, brother. Nice. Yeah, so we're doing bicep curls and squat rack. It's happening, but it's the only spot for getting like a free weight barbell going on. So all right, so that was one set. 8 repetitions right there. 25 pounds each side. Got to write it down, got to document. So, oh, it's March 2nd. Totally forgot. It's funny, most of the time I write down my workouts. That's kind of like the main thing right there. Is just because if I don't even know what day it is. If I'm not writing these things down. All right. Not going to wait too long for this next set here. Yeah, how's everyone's weekend going? You guys excited for this week to come? Well, the week's already here, so you excited to get this week started? All right, we're going to go for 6 reps here. Kind of a crappy rep right here, but yeah, most of the time, yo, what's going on, KS? Most of the time I get a little bit more rest time between the sets there, but But I decided to hit the snooze button. A little 112 too many times. Yeah. All right, let's see. So I'm gonna aim for, might do like one more set with this given weight. Drop the weight down to really just get that like focused pump going, or might just cut down the amount of sets and just keep this weight and then just go as ham as possible with getting the 6 reps there. All right, we'll give it a couple more seconds for these biceps to recover. Sounds good? All right, there we go. Had to get a sip of the swamp water. It's crazy. The chest and back workout that I had a couple days ago on the live stream, still feeling a little sore from it. I don't know if I was just slacking with the protein part of it, but we increased the weight for a good amount of the exercises there. The body was like, "Oh snap, what you doing?" So, all right, let's go. Yo, what's going on, Rand? Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Hope y'all doing fantastic. Yo, what's going on, Meadow Gravity? All right, let's go. 6 repetitions. And for all y'all that are new here, just stopping by, that aren't subscribed, I want to invite you to hit that subscribe button, show some support. We're here working out, hanging out, having a good time, getting in shape together. So it's kind of goofy looking. The weights on here. Yeah, those last reps there, definitely doing a bit of the cheat reps because I'm like leaning back. But there are certain points where it's kind of like it's tough because if to push through requires a little bit of that cheating momentum to just get that last repetition, it's like it's okay sometimes, but it's like the last rep where, like, if I had to say it's okay, it's only on that very last repetition. But if you're doing that cheating movement for like 2 or 3 reps, it's like, bro, you got to do less weight or just don't aim for as many reps. But yeah, to each their own type of thing. Oh yeah, going strong. I sub more positive people in the feed. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, this is the positivity zone right here. Where am I from? New Jersey, in this south side. Doing squats, back hurts. Almost had to go to the doctor. Yeah, squat, like, I got a couple tips for how to help with that, but squats are a great exercise, but it's a super advanced type of thing. There we go. So, like, yeah, people, like, it's one of those, like, Olympic lifts. With the Olympics, you know, the Olympics is pretty advanced. Like, they call it Olympic level lift for a reason. It's like It's a very advanced movement. So for the longest time when I was doing legs, it was just leg press, leg extensions. That was it. But opinion on calisthenics, I think they're pretty cool. I am going more like just super physique focused. So being able to like isolate stuff with the weights, very helpful. The calisthenics, it's like the goal is to get better at a movement. So if you want to be better at doing those calisthenic style movements, then it's like cool. And a lot of people think they're like, oh, if I'm good at calisthenics, then I'll get a crazy physique as a byproduct. It's like, nah, that's not really guaranteed. Like if your goal really is to just like improve your physique, then it's like go for that. Like for the longest time when I was a kid, I was like not honest about wanting to like I had the stomach going and wanted to get a six pack, and I wasn't honest about it. And guess what? It took me the longest time to lose fat because I wasn't upfront with like what my goals were. Back still hurts to this day. So yeah, a couple things you can do for that is if it's lower back, 9 times out of 10, lower back pain is hip related. So cheat code, just get better at doing splits. Literally, like get good at doing splits, and get good at doing like a deep like lunge type of thing. Loosen up the hips. It'll help the lower back. But if you are subscribed to my channel and you go on the videos tab, search for like my foam rolling video. It's like a full body stretch foam rolling routine. Don't do it as quickly as I do. I just kind of run through it because I didn't have a lot of time. But I was like, I'm going to record myself doing my routine so anyone else can watch it and just follow it. But if you do that like 2 times a day, 5 days in a row, I 100% guarantee you're going to be like, holy cow, my body's feeling better. And then like with my clients, like I'll tell them like when I was starting with foam rolling and stretching, specifically with the routine that I show in the video there, I had times where I was like, you know what? Pop on Netflix, get a movie going, and I'm just foam rolling, massaging my whole body during that movie. Hour and a half, 2 hours of just foam rolling and stretching. It's like felt fantastic. And catching up on my watch list on Netflix there. So nice opinion. Yeah, for the calisthenics thing. Like I'm gonna start myself getting into it because I do like the idea of being a little bit more like functional with the movements and stuff, and I believe it'll help to kind of bridge the gap of the strengths of different areas. So it's like right now I'm just doing bicep curls, and then I do back. But if I'm doing like a lot more calisthenic style movements, then the brain has to like make these connections of like, oh, okay, we gotta fire this muscle in this order, and when it's the body's able to feel more confident in doing certain movements, it'll get stronger as a result. The thing that's funny is I've had people think that they're not strong. They thought their chest wasn't strong enough because they weren't able to do push-ups. But then when we check their core strength, it's like, oh, their abs are just really not firing at all. Just by working out their abs, they went from not being able to do a single push-up to then doing like 3 to 5 push-ups. We didn't train their chest, we just trained their abs. So their body didn't allow them to do push-ups because it didn't feel confident in the movement, because somewhere in the chain of muscles being utilized, there's a major weakness. Best way to lose fat on the belly. Can't really do back right now. Yeah, it's best way to lose fat is it's going to be calories in, calories out. Ooh, again, if you're subscribed, you go to my channel, you click playlist. I got a whole fat burning playlist there. I go more in depth on the topic there of burning fat. But if you're looking to build muscle as well, I got a whole muscle building playlist too. All right. That's got to be the last set right there. We're going to just take these weights off, and I'll just do the bar by itself for a few reps just to kind of like pump them up, like get that kind of balloon pump going. But yeah, for the back pain, stretching out the hips and stuff like that is gonna help a lot. There we go. How many pounds is that? So I had 25 on each side. I think this bar here is maybe 45 pounds. Most of the time these barbells are just 45 flat, so maybe about 145 pounds being curled. And with this, just 45. Nice, there we go. These biceps are fatigued. So 50, all the gutter, I guess. No full extension. Just, it's the angle. I mean, I could like, but I'd be losing that tension there in the bicep. 8 pounds of weights, getting too easy. Might have to get more. Well, you can go less rest time, more reps, and moving the weight more slowly. That's a great way of increasing the intensity without necessarily needing to increase the weight. Because like the only reason I'm doing like 6 to 8 reps right now with this arm workout is because I have been doing like 12 to 16 reps or 16 to 20 reps for the last couple years, and you know, I'm always trying to kind of like implement some new stuff. So I was like, let me try doing heavier weight, lower reps. But you can still build like a great amount of muscle with doing 12 reps, 16 reps, 20 reps. The thing that'll determine whether the body is going to be responding by growing more is getting to that point where the very last rep like is the last rep. And what I mean by that is it's that failure point. Like you get to rep number 12, rep number 13 or 16 or 20, and you're like, okay, I gotta pause, I gotta take a breather. Because if you try to do another rep, your muscles are like, I can't do it right now. Give me a second. So try those things. You go more reps, less rest time, and then moving the weight more slowly. So with the bicep curls I was doing, have it, don't swing it, go slow, curling up, and then to go slow going down. The whole on the way down part is literally, half the exercise right there as well. People be like doing the movement, the part where their muscles are contracting, and then when they're done, they just drop, like they just drop it down too super fast, and it's like, they don't do that. Take your time with it. On my way back! Exclamation point. There we go. Yeah, I gotta pick up the little one, bring her to school. So, yeah, I guarantee you go slower with the reps. It'll make it feel like the weight is a lot heavier. And then really contract and squeeze those muscles. Whatever muscle you're working with those 8 pounds, really like squeeze and flex it during the exercise. Like imagine, you look like a bodybuilder guy flexing in the mirror, really squeezing, contracting those muscles. Just do that, but like while you're doing the workout. It's funny, I was telling another guy, let me check the comments real quick. I have better form without steroids. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of and if anyone asks, what do you think about steroids? It's like, I don't take them. I don't really recommend other people take them, because it's like if someone were to ask, hey, I'm starting a business. What do you think about borrowing $2 million from the bank to start this business? And it's like, well, do you have a history of starting businesses with $2 million of borrowed money? It's like, no. It's like, oh, do you have a history of having started successful businesses? No. And it's like, oh, so this is going to be your first this is going to be your first business? And it's like, no, I've done this stuff of friends would ask if I could help with something, and I charge them for it and this and that, but no, it's my first time really, taking on big funding to start a business. And it's like statistically, not a lot of businesses do well. So you're going to get $2 million in debt just for it to maybe not work. And you also don't have the experience of showing that you know how to make it work. It's like, that's not smart. Well, yeah, not wise. Same thing with steroids. It's like, yeah, I'm getting in the gym and I want to work out, but I'm not really seeing the gains that I want. So I'm thinking, I might take steroids to really get some results, because it's my genetics that's holding me back. It's what everyone else is doing. It's, whatever the excuse is. And it's like, bro, just look at what, do you have a history? Do you know exactly what, how to do the right exercises in the right way for the body to respond by growing more muscle? And it's like, well, no, you just lift heavy, right? It's like, wrong. do you know how to structure your diet in a way so that you're giving your body the right nutrients and tools and resources that it needs to recover and grow more muscle? No. And it's like, all right, and then what about lifestyle habits? Are you doing just daily lifestyle habits that is putting your body in the right situations and circumstances to optimize your hormone production, boost testosterone and growth hormone levels, so that when you're working out, your body can really, optimally recover and grow more muscle? And it's like, well, I don't even know what those lifestyle habits are. And it's like, so it doesn't sound like the steroids is the thing that's going to get you to that next level. It sounds like all these other things. And then for the getting the money, the funding thing, it's like, it doesn't sound like you need money. It sounds like you just kind of need to know what to do to start a business there. So, yeah, I I don't want to make it sound like I'm totally against people that do steroids or take testosterone or growth hormones, but I don't recommend it, because most of the time the people that are quick to jump to that are just too early in their journey. It's like, yeah, man, but I've been lifting, I've been doing all these things for such a long time. It's like, how long? Years. How many years? Well, like 2 years. All right, how consistently? Dude, like so consistent. So how many times do you actually go to the gym every week? Like every day. But some weeks are hard, so it might be like once or twice. And then sometimes, I'm not able to hit the gym for a while. And it's like, and now you start to see, it's like, and I'm only like pointing those things out because when people are too quick to say like, yeah, it's just my body's not responding how I want it to, or they say, man, it's just my genetics. It's like those things are so external, it robs you of feeling that you're in a position of power to actually influence things. I remember one time, going through stuff with diet for like a buddy of mine, and from what I could tell, from what they were telling me at least, like they're working out, they're eating well, and they're pretty consistent. And then I was like, well, let's look into the diet part of it. We're breaking down the numbers, and it's like on average they're getting like maybe 30 grams of protein every day. And for this individual, it's like, dude, the goal should be like 180 grams. And then like they for a moment were a bit deflated, because it's like, damn, I'm way off. And it's like, you should be happy right now. And it's like, what? Why should I be happy right now? I'm so missing the mark with my protein. It's like actually discouraging. And it's like, dude, you should be encouraged, because it's not a genetics thing. It's not your DNA. Just get some more protein shakes going, Like that's awesome. It's like, oh, it's just a simple thing. Eat more protein. Boom. They start eating more protein, and wouldn't you know, they're growing more muscle. They're recovering faster. They're feeling better. They're thinking sharper, and they got more energy. So it's my little rant there. I feel bad. I'm like, most of the time I try to check the comments for these car rants while I do these car rants, so I can address some specific fitness topics. But it's a little tough if I'm like driving and moving, because safety first, focus on the road. So when I do these talks, I just kind of treat it like as if I'm talking on the phone or whatever. But I do got to wrap up right here. So this is your formal invitation to show some support. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. If you're looking to build more muscle, you want to hear more about that, hit subscribe. Go to my channel, click the playlist tab. I got a whole playlist for building muscle. If you want to build more if you want to build more fat. Now, if you want to burn more fat or just dial in your nutrition, I've got playlists on those things as well. So you just want to be subscribed, hit playlist. I got all the goods you need there. Yo, good morning, Presley. So, yeah, slow down on the eccentric. I see it. Oh, yeah, Ellie, what's going on? Another day, another dollar. Here we go. Good job, 8 pound. Where are we going? It's dark in here. Egg and lettuce sandwich. There we go. Low carb, high protein. Am I racist? Why don't you just eat meat? Oh, yeah. Shoot. Eat meat. Ignore the first comment. Oh, like and subscribe. Oh, yeah. Hit that notification bell if you've not done so already. Cool hack you can do while we're on the topic of protein and eating meat. For my protein shakes, I do 2 servings per shake. So if you got a 25-gram protein shake, 1 scoop, 25 grams, just do 2 scoops in one. You got 50 grams. Have that for breakfast. Have another after a workout. You got 100 grams. Eat 1 pound of ground meat. That's like another 80 to like 100 grams. Boom. You hit like 200 grams right there. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. All right, guys, I got to go. Peace.